Class 7th. Today we are going to see some properties of addition and subtraction of integers. First property is closure under addition. Closure under addition. Closure under addition means when we add two integers, in answer we get an integer, then it is called closure under addition. What is integer? All the negative and positive numbers including 0 are called integers. Okay. So here closure under addition, if we take 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So 3 is an integer, 2 is an integer and 5 is also an integer. So it is closed under addition. Now if I say minus 4 plus 3 is equal to minus plus minus, sign always will come of bigger number. So it will come minus because the bigger number is of minus. Minus 4 plus 3. Minus plus minus. So operation will be of minus. 4 minus 3, 1. So that we get the answer minus 1. Now here minus 4 is an integer, 3 is also an integer and minus 1 is also an integer. Okay. So it is closed under addition. That means integers are closed under addition. That means if we add or subtract any integers, in answer we will always get an integer only. Okay. So closure under addition, like that way there is closure under subtraction also. Closure under subtraction, such as if I take 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, then 5 is an integer, 3 is an integer and 2 is also an integer. Okay. So this is closure under subtraction. If I take 17 minus 3, then I am subtracting minus 3 from 17. Minus minus plus, so it will become here 17 plus 3, that is equal to 20. So 17 minus minus 3 will be equal to 20. So 17 is a integer, minus 3 is also an integer and 20 is also an integer. So this is closed under subtraction. Now we take commutative property. What is commutative property? Commutative property. In commutative property, what happens? A plus B will be equal to B plus A. That means if we change the order of two numbers, two integers, then their answer will not change in addition. Such as if I write here 3 plus 7 will be equal to 7 plus 3. The answer of both will be 10. If I add 3 into 3 and 7, then also I will get 10. And if I add 7 and 3, then also I will get 10. That means this is commutative property. Now we have taken both the numbers positive. Now let us take any one number negative, such as if I take 3 plus minus 7 and minus 7 plus 3. Okay. The place of the number will change, but the sign will not change. Such as here 3 is in positive, so here also 3 will come positive. Here 7 is negative, so here also 7 will come negative. Now 3 plus minus 7 plus minus 3 minus 7 is equal to minus 7 plus 3. 3 minus 7, 3 minus 7 plus minus minus, sign will come of bigger number. So minus 4, 7 minus 3 is 4 and sign will come of bigger number is equal to minus 7 plus 3 means minus plus minus, sign will come of bigger number, that is minus 4. So what we see that commutative property also is followed by integers. Okay. Now we see associative property. What is associative property? As there is commutative property for 2 integers, similarly associative property is for 3 integers. Let us take that there are 3 integers, minus 2, 5 and minus 4. Okay, we have to prove the associative property for this, minus 2, 5 and minus 4. So let us take minus 2 into 5 plus minus 4 is equal to minus 2 plus 5 minus 4. Okay. So here we have taken this. The numbers are same, you see, minus 2, 5, minus 4. Minus 2, 5, minus 4. Now we have to prove that LHS is equal to RHS. So minus 2 into 5 plus minus minus and 4, okay, is equal to minus 2 plus 5 minus 4. Minus 2, 5 minus 4 is 1 is equal to minus 2 plus 5, 3 minus 4. Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2 is equal to minus 2, 5 minus 4, 1 अच्छा, here it should be plus. Wait a minute. Plus it should not be multiply, है ना? So minus 2 plus 1, okay, and 3 minus 4. We are doing associative property on addition. Minus 2 plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 3 minus 4 minus 1. Associative property I will explain once again. Minus 2, 5 and minus 4, these are the 3 numbers and we have to do associative property on addition. Okay. So minus 2 plus 5 plus minus 4 is equal to minus 2 plus 5 minus 4. Okay. First we have taken 5 and minus 4 in the bracket and here we have taken minus 2 and 5 in the bracket. So minus 2 plus 5 minus 4. Okay, we open this bracket, plus minus minus. Minus 2 plus 5 minus 4. Minus 2 plus 5 minus 4 is 1 is equal to minus 2 plus 5 is 3 minus 4. Minus 2 plus 1. We open the bracket and we get minus 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 minus 4. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 plus minus minus, sign will come of bigger number, minus 1. 3 minus 4, that is minus plus minus, sign will come of bigger number and minus will come, so minus 1. Okay, this is associative property. Now after associative property comes additive identity. What is additive identity? Additive identity is the number which when added to any number it gives the same number. That means a number when added to 4 will give 4. What should we add in 4 to get 4? 0. So 0 is what? Additive identity. If I take minus 3 plus what is minus 3? 0. So 0 is what? Additive identity. So any number when added to 0 gives the same number, and then 0 is what? Additive identity. 0 is the additive identity for every integer. Now we have to do exercise number 1.2, question number 1. Let's see. Write down a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. We have to write down a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. That means two numbers we have to write down in such a way whose sum is minus 7. You can write many such numbers whose sum is minus 7. Such as if I write minus 12 plus 5, then I will get minus 7. Minus 3 plus minus 4 is equal to minus 7. Minus 2 plus minus 5 is equal to minus 7. So many numbers you can write. So write at least 5 pairs of numbers. This should be there in your CW copy. 5 pairs of numbers. Okay? Whose sum is minus 7. Now, B is whose difference is minus 10. Whose difference is minus 10. That means a number subtracted from another number gives you minus 10. Getting in answer minus, that means what? Our bigger number should be of minus. So you can write bigger number here and the smaller number here. Okay. Such as if I write 20 here and 10 here, then 10 minus 20 will be minus 10, or 32 minus 42 is equal to minus 10, or 63 minus 73 is equal to minus 10, or there are many other methods of doing this, getting minus 10. How we can get minus 10? Minus 5 minus 5 is equal to minus 10, minus 3 minus 7 is equal to minus 10. So these are the 5 I have done here, but these 5 you don't have to do, you have to do by yourself. 5 more pairs you have to make. Whose difference is? Whose difference? What is the meaning of difference? When we subtract two numbers and the answer we get is called difference. So you have to make 5 pairs whose difference is minus 10. Okay. Now you have to find out the third one. We see that the sum is 0. Sum is 0. That means we add two numbers whose sum is 0. That means two same numbers with opposite signs will give you 0. Such as minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. Minus 24 plus 24 is equal to 0. Or 36 plus minus 36 is equal to 0. So like this way you can get so many answers for this question. And these kind of questions are called open-ended questions, which have more than one answer. They are called open-ended questions. So these three are the open-ended questions. You can get hundreds of answers for this question. Now the second question is, write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. Pair of negative integers means we have to take both the integers negative, minus, minus, and their difference is 8. Okay. Now here you see this minus dash minus dash is equal to 8. Here what will happen? Minus minus will become plus. Okay. And here you should write down the bigger number. For example, I will tell you minus 12 minus what it should be, 20. Okay, minus 12 minus plus 20, minus plus minus, answer will in sign will come of bigger number, that is plus, and you will get 8 because the bigger number has the sign of plus. So 20 minus 12 is 8 and sign will come of plus. Like that way you can take many other numbers such as minus 4 minus what, 12. Okay, minus 4 minus plus 12, minus plus minus, sign will come of bigger number, that is plus, and you will get 8. So there can be many numbers, many types of pairs in these questions. Okay, this is A we have done. Now let's see B. You don't have to write the same pairs in the CW copy. I want the different kind of pairs. Write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is minus 5. We have to write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is minus 5. We have to get the sum minus 5. Answer should come in minus. That means always the bigger number should be of minus. We can take here minus 12 plus 7, minus 12 plus 7, minus 5. Okay, minus 16 plus 11 is equal to minus 5. Like this way you can get so many numbers. Okay, you have to write your own numbers for that. You don't have to write down the same answers. Now see, write a negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is minus 3. Write a negative integer and a positive integer whose difference means doing the minus, whose difference is minus 3. So we have to get the bigger number of minus because we want answer in minus. So minus 9 if I take here will come minus what? Difference we have to take, hai na? So here what will come? Any minus number I will have to take to get minus here. That is minus 6. Okay, minus 9 minus plus 6, minus 9 plus 6 is equal to minus 3. Okay, here we can take minus 2 minus 1 also. Minus 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 3. Okay, so like this way you can do these questions. Exercise 1.2, question number 1 and 2 we have done. You have to do it in CW copy.